Hey, what's up, Crypto Army? I'm Travis, your crypto newbie, bringing you my experiences. You have to learn things the hard way. Just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor, and none of my content should be viewed as financial advice. So today we're going to talk about Reflex Finance. Now, most of you should already be aware, Reflex Finance has a new chairman and a new CEO. Myles is still there. He is bumped up to the chairman position, and now we've got Ryan on the team. Now, most of you probably know about Ryan because a lot of you came in during the Safemoon era, or at least have heard of Safemoon if you've been covering my channel. Ryan was over there, and he did a phenomenal job. Now, I haven't really talked a lot about Safemoon just because there's not a lot really going on. This month has had some stuff, so I have done some content this month. But Ryan really came in and kind of provided the stability, and I don't know how else to describe it, but the adult perspective in the room is really kind of the way I see how Ryan did things. He basically took over right after the Safemoon wallet didn't happen on schedule. And the Safemoon wallet looks awesome. They've done a really good job with it. Again, I've said some things that are missing from it that I think could make it a little bit better, mainly because if I use Trust Wallet, and Trust Wallet allows for the viewing of your crypto without necessarily having to have the seed phrases in there. And that's a great security feature that currently isn't a possibility in Safemoon Wallet. Now, if Safemoon Wallet were to add that feature, I'd be more compelled to use it. But right now, Trust Wallet is more secure because I have my crypto phone and I view all my crypto from my normal phone, just using the viewing option. But I don't want to get too far off on a tangent. The big news is that Ryan is now the CEO of Reflex Finance, and I see that as a good thing. Now, I did want to take a couple days, think about it, and make sure that I address any concerns that you all send me. And I've really only gotten 2 so far. Now, there might be some more concerns on this video, and feel free to leave those comments if you've got questions, you got concerns, leave those on here. Now, what are the concerns? Well, the 2 concerns that have been raised are, what does this mean for Reflex and Safemoon? I don't know the answer to that. Unfortunately, that would be my question probably to Ryan, is does he see any issue working with Safemoon in the future? Now, full disclosure, we really didn't know what the partnership was going to look like, and maybe Ryan joining the team was the big exciting news for Safemoon partnership. I don't know. Nobody knows, right? We know that we're on the Safemoon swap, although we're waiting for version 2 to come out for Reflex Finance in order to get back on there. But we really didn't know much more beyond that. So it's not entirely clear whether anything's going to change or that there was really anything else in the works, although it was kind of implied that there was. Now, I'd like to believe that Ryan coming over to Reflex Finance is not going to be a negative for the relationship between Reflex and Safemoon. I tend to think that adults can get over whatever issues there might have been, and I would like to think that John Caroni's happy for Ryan taking over as CEO. He's more than capable of being the CEO of a project. He's got lots of experience with a lot of other businesses that he's been involved in. He's more than capable of doing the job of CEO, which for some of you all that were concerned about Myles and his qualifications, this should really be a plus for you all specifically, because that was one of the concerns you raised about Myles taking over as the CEO back when he did. And he's done a phenomenal job. I don't see any reason why Myles couldn't have been the CEO, but now he's the chairman, and I don't see any problem with him being the chairman either. So it seems like a win-win. We get Ryan's experience with Safemoon and all the things that he had to do with Safemoon, plus all of his previous experience that informs how he does things. And Ryan's already released a YouTube video. I'll put the link for that in the description so you can check it out. You can see that Ryan is the perfect fit for Reflex Finance. At least that's my opinion. I don't see any negatives with regard to that. So what was the other question that I got? The other one is more about, hey, this is the 3rd CEO in less months. And you're right, it's the 3rd CEO in less months. Although I would argue the first CEO before we even launched the project really wasn't a CEO, it was kind of the founding member of the project. Yes, he was technically the CEO, but I think we heard all of like 10 words from him. So I don't really count that. So really we're on our 2nd CEO in 2 months. And Myles is moving up the chain, not out of the project. So I don't necessarily see an issue there either. It's a little weird, don't get me wrong, but Ryan joining the team is a good thing. And I think most people are going to see him as a good thing for Reflex Finance, just because of the amount of experience he's bringing with him. Now, if we've learned anything over the last couple months, it's that there's no shortage of FUD. There are plenty of people that like to spread FUD, so I have no doubt that there's going to be a lot of FUD coming because of this. And I've already seen some of it start. I don't know why there's this focus on spreading FUD. We should just be happy for good projects that we can invest our money in, whether it's Safemoon, Reflex Finance, Evergrow Coin, or any of the other really good projects that are out there. But you can undoubtedly expect there will be some FUD from Ryan joining the team. Based on the price increase, I would say that most people were pretty happy with the decision to add Ryan to the team, because the price shot up pretty quick off of the news. And we're starting to decrease a little bit and level off, but we saw a pretty good price increase in Reflex Finance after the announcement. And hopefully most of you all bought the dip. Granted, we all knew some kind of news was coming, but we weren't 100% sure what it was. But it was a pretty good dip, providing a really good buying opportunity to get into Reflex Finance. Now, I've been focused on this page here for a little bit for a couple different reasons. First of all, it's already updated. That's awesome. Again, I'm huge on telling investors what's going on, because if you don't have an updated website, most of your investors aren't going to know what's going on. And most of the projects in the crypto space are horrible at updating their websites. Not Reflex Finance. They knock it out of the park. Within a day, Ryan had already been added to this page as the new CEO of Reflex Finance. That's awesome. And I suspect when they launch the launchpad and the DEX in the next week or so, we'll see updates to the website at that point too. How else do you update investors that don't go look at your Telegram and don't go look at Discord and don't go looking at Twitter as their first source of information? And Reflex Finance gets that, which is just one of many reasons why I really like Reflex Finance. The most important thing, and the biggest reason why I've been focused on this, is the team. And Myles and Ryan both emphasized it's the team that you invest in. And I've mentioned that before on this channel as well. Usually it's the team that draws me in. If it's got a phenomenal team, if they're transparent and they're honest, and they seem like they're trying to do the best thing for the project and the community, I'm probably going to cover it on the channel. And that's exactly what we have with the Reflex Finance team. Whether it's Myles or Ryan or Ray, every member of this team, I'm not going to forget Crypto Rabbit. I did see an interesting post where she was left off. Very integral part as well, as is the rest of the team. Whether you're talking the mods or the actual core team or the developers, they're all phenomenal for this project. But I'm not going to leave out Crypto Rabbit because she's also integral. And I did see an interesting tweet where she was left out. But I just wanted to take a couple minutes and say, this is a good thing. Now, there's going to be people that try to make this into a bad thing. This is a good thing. But feel free to leave comments on the video. Let me know, am I missing something? Is there an aspect of this that I'm not aware of? Is there an aspect that I'm not considering? Because it's possible. I tried to take a few minutes and just think about what are the implications for Ryan joining the team. I really couldn't find any negatives. Other than a few of the questions that I got about it, I don't see those as negatives. Now, there is some exciting news coming to the channel here in the next day or two. So stay tuned, because there might be somebody visiting my channel and I might be doing a video with a member of the Reflex team. So stay tuned. More to follow. Now, that's all I've got for today's content. Hopefully you found the content helpful. Again, let me know in the comments. Is there something that I'm missing for this? Or is this a good thing? If you think this is a phenomenal update, let me know. Until next time, stay strong with those diamond hands.